Hello and welcome back to the next episode. Now we immediately continue where we left off. So we are doing tasks here on Earth, but we are losing stations on Venus mostly and also on Mercury now. And I do think the only option we have is to build ops on Mars like this station we have here. And yeah, we're going to need a lot of metal for that to do. So like around 2k probably. So let's just save up more stuff. Okay, something funny has happened. So the first independence movement from the alien nation was apparently a success. So Turkey just freed itself. The alien administration took over Spain, and that apparently skyrocketed the unrest high enough to split out Turkey. But that's of course just a temporary development. I'm going to try to take it over. To spoil it, get some money, and ruin the countries even more, which the alien administration is trying to take. Okay, here we are. So apparently the aliens are rampaging across Earth now. Turkey still stands, but that's just a question of time now. What did I do in between? I lost, of course, the Venus station. I think that was in between. However, I have been rebuilding my Mars bases now. The settlements which I have on the ground are now filled with operation centers. I removed the layered defense arrays because I do no longer believe in them to do anything. So temporarily I have like 9 new stations here, 11 which I have restructured. The others are still like with nanos for the moment. And also I have these Venus stations still running, most of them. But I do think that they will get picked up from time to time. Now with that in total, I have now plus 92 mission control coming up, which would put us at around 200 from HEPs alone. So that's what I want to wait out for. Maybe rebuild a little bit when Venus stations fall around Mars. So maybe another one of these Venus and Mars op space here, like one more. Which is 11 command centers here. 11? 1, 2, 3, 7, 11, yes. So that's 22 MC just from this station. If I make one more of these, that should help us a lot in case Venus falls. But I also started to make a new ship, so ship classes. I made the Mars Defense V1 class, which is literally just the upgrade class here. So we have a Mark III coil gun and a Mark III coil cannon here. And I started to refit 3 ships, but also make 3 new ones. And hopefully that's what I can use around Mars. I do expect to fall back to Mars now. And also that the fall of Earth is going to be faster now. A lot of states have gone down by now, like everything here. Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan survived because it got controlled by the servants again. But also Himalayan states has fallen, some stuff in Africa has fallen. And also I think the New Zealand is on the chopping block soon. Unless the servants retook that effect. Now, so some stuff. Also there's a fight soon in South Korea against my controlled army here. I still own North Korea currently. So they are picking up stuff after stuff now. But right now it's only South Korea they are at war with, but I do expect more war declarations to happen in this mission phase. Okay, here we are. One large fight is coming up. We are already in June 2037. I'm just passing time currently to wait out so that we got more metal. 1.8k we currently got. But I stopped restructuring our ships. We do have, however, 6 of the newest class in here. And now we are going to fight this. Okay, they don't want to. Interesting. In this case, I'm going to engage them again and try to take them out. So let's... Devouring Darkstar Station and... What? So they're flying away again. Oh, come on. I was waiting for this to... Okay, so we go back here. Nothing is coming towards Earth right now. So let's check all locations. They are stacking up here. I'm moving to Hertha. Interesting. This fleet was... Okay, whatever. Not going to complain here, but let them. In that regard, meanwhile, Egypt has fallen, and a lot of other small things like Belarus has fallen. It's just a question of time now. So in this case, we can, however, continue refitting our ships here. And with the 1.7k, I'm almost close enough to make a new station on Mars. Alternatively, I could make the battle stations upgrades here. 120 days. Ha. Or I just leave them. However, what I could do, I think one station isn't built up yet. Yeah, this one. So what I could do here is I could build 3 battle stations here. And if they finish, I could rebuild all the other stuff. Because then I do have enough defense. 500, so we could afford that. So let's try it out. Battle stations here, 3 of them. If that works out, we can then rebuild the other stuff to a modern command center station. And I do think 3 battle stations are decent to defend. At least I hope. But we will see. Decline. And in the end, everything around Mars is safe. So we're definitely going to build 1 more station, but as I said, it costs like 2k. And currently... Oh, our money is almost positive again. So we are not building much on Mars right now. That's why our money is relatively positive. However, we do have these kind of problems here. I'm considering to just build nanofactories here. So they basically cost nothing here. So something like this. And then we would have 6 nanos here. It's probably better. Because we don't want the layer defense arrays here. So let's do it. How many of them do we have? We could make some nanos here as well. Just to stay positive in our cache. So that's 3-3 in this case. And we have 2 more nanos here, so that's basically... I got a good feeling about it. That we can hold Mars now. Especially with the new ship designs, which are significantly better. So let's have a look at them next, as soon as we have finished this one. Just to see the difference. Save. Because the MK3 upgrades are massive to in comparison. So ship classes, we do have the upgrade here. So we do have these coils here. We can in fact have weapons here. Show obsolete. Okay, we can just compare these. So the start here. MK2 has 700 engagement range or targeting range. The damage is 317 megajoule or 15.9 damage. And the velocity is 6.3 kps, which is decent. And if we now look at the version 3, we see the muzzle velocity is slightly higher. Damage is also about 3 to 4 damage higher. And the engagement range is a little bit higher. But also these inter-salvo times and the salvos do change. So for example, this one's only 4 shots at 48 seconds and 36 inter-salvo cooldown while these ones are down to 24 and 60 seconds. So it's 5 shots, but slower, but the inter-salvo time is also going down. So it's like 84 in total, and here it's 70, 84 as well. Which means they shoot roughly similar, but it's 5 shots now. And these make do more damage and have a slightly higher range. Now if you look at the frontal coil cannon here, that's even better. We do have 800 engagement range now, so that's also 50 more, which is significantly more. But also the damage is going significantly up, so more than 50% more damage, from 51 to 88. And also 5 shots compared to 4 shots, but the same logic applies here with 84 seconds. So that's really, really, really nice. Of course, they cost a small amount of exotics, but we are not lacking exotics here. And of course, these upgrades will pack a punch here, which is not to be neglected here. 6 are under construction, exactly. And we are going to rebuild all of them into this model here. And oh yeah, 112 days already until the new ships finish. Currently we got quite a lot of MC available, even though we lost all these countries which were giving us MC, like Korea, Kazakhstan, Spain, Italy, and everything. It's all gone now. We are now up to 148 from HEPs, and that's really, really good. So the only thing we have to take care of now is to not go too deep negative in cash, and also not lose too many resources to making money, because we still need to build a fleet at some point. And of course we have to be conservative with our ships, therefore not lose them as well. Because as we saw, stations are vulnerable and mining facilities can be shut down quite easily here, even though we have basically everything here. One thing we could do, we're going to get this technology, in fact, would be the decision to maybe go into colony HEPs here. So let's... In fact, our agents are mostly hunting plants right now, so you can... Come on. Where can we go? Georgia, maybe?
Taking it to them.
Just to farm XP, because they give 2 XP, and it's of course good for our Xeno studies research if we have higher bonuses. Not sure we are at 65%, 55% from alien activity investigations, because we don't have any science stations currently. Well, that's fine, we don't need them necessarily right now. Okay, confirm. And let's continue. We are still at 3.5k science, which is good. Some of that is coming from mission control. Political division. Okay, plus. Okay, let's check the stats here. We are at 9.5. So it's plus 0.25. Social and environment programs minus 0.5. Why should I do that? Minus 0.5. Normally I would take the defense spending, but maybe we should do this. I mean, the democracy score isn't that important anymore, because if it falls, everything gets muddy anyway. We are 7.058. So if we increase defense spending... Wow. That was not worth it for the change in score here.
Public sentiment is
Definitely not worth it. Okay. Now, colony HEPs here might be the best decision, because then we can go into the upgrades en masse to get better bases there, which probably isn't a bad idea. The question is, what do we want to push now? We maybe want to do security here, because we are getting sabotaged here in the South American Union. It's mostly targeting boost right now, but still annoying. And I don't want to lose the MC we got here. And there goes Georgia as well, Sudan gone. And basically, more states are falling left and right, unless they are controlled by
The LZ is secure.
the servants. But that's fine.
LZ is secure.
I do also stop making coup etats right now, because it got quite annoying with losing them to the servants immediately again. So I don't really care. Now, is there anything we need to stay safe here? The fighting bonuses are not important right now. Stabilize mission is really important right now. All of that is also not important right now. Maybe when we reconquered Earth. Oh yeah, here, contraband scanners. More negative against the sabotage missions. In the end, we are just building stuff now and trying to hold on. And yeah, we are already at 4.5 million people in the alien administration, and if we look at the global score, we are at 55% serving the aliens here, which is of course a lot. Now, I want to continue hunting plants here. I will focus on Africa because that's relatively safe. So for example, you go here, Loris, you go here,
Heading to the LZ.
and Moog is going to investigate the alien activity here. Just farming these XPs, farming everything we can. Waiting for tech and just building stuff up when we have metal. Okay, we are back here at not event, but a technology. A project has finished, which allows us to do the cybernetic upgrades, the next ones, which we are going to do. Also, I saw that Perun came up, and Perun is a special orc because I watched his early access playthrough, which motivated me to do my own. I definitely want that orc, so we are going to replace Antares here with Perun. Gives us 2 signs now, so we are in fact... No, it's correct. I didn't update our... Ah, sorry, signs here. We are 26 now, theoretically. So we are going for the end of the mission phase, and then I want to do the upgrades to
By the numbers.
my guys. That's why I basically
Score 1 for the good guys.
started this episode again here, or like ended the cut. And we are now at end of July already. So we are progressing forward fast right now, very fast. Okay, and now let's have a look at everything. So there was no mining available, which is a little bit sad, but can't change it. So our scientist here, where is he again? That professor. We do need more XP on him because I want to give him the chief astronomer here when we can. Now, what else do we want to do here? So basically we want to boost up the stats. He has 14 plus 11, so plus 1 admin won't do much here. However, what we can of course think about is, for example, the security on him. So here, security, always useful. But also on the other advisors, for example, him, we have a lot of XP available because we did go through a lot of mission phases in between. So you'll be up to now 25 command. We don't need the admin upgrade here, but we could, for example, do the espionage upgrade here to then maybe remove 1 or 2 orcs here. So basically I have to go through every one of them and see what I can achieve. That's a new event. I didn't know that. PB explosion. Interesting. So I don't know if anything will follow up on that, but it would be interesting to see if something comes up. Now, in regards to technologies, we have done some minor things right now. So maybe, yeah, regulatory capture is necessary at some point. It's cheap, so let's just get it out of the way. The major projects here are vital point shell targeting, which is going to improve the damage our coils do. And the smart spacecraft defenses, which is reducing damage from weapons in space. Combined with the alien weapons or alien ships, we do have minus 10% damage. That's quite nice. Meanwhile, aliens take out Iceland, New Zealand, everything minor currently, nothing big happening here. Okay, so we have, or the servants have finished trans-interface warfare as a global tech and picked electromagnetic propulsion for whatever reason. This allows us to build space defenses if we want to. And that's in fact something... Theoretically, it would be nice to have some. And they cost 50 each, so that's quite expensive. Because if we... then we can't get nuked and such. So that would be useful. On the other hand, it's quite expensive and it also blocks us if we bombard from orbit. So I don't want to build them right now. We have now fusion age tech though. We can go up to 9. I do think I will stop making MC on Earth now. Instead I want to boost the military as much as I can. To scale down in knowledge. Something like this, 25. Something like that, I guess. And keep it running like this. I'm also going to scale... What am I going to do here? Could do funding. Not sure. But I want to slow down on MC right now because I don't need it right now. On the other hand, we will get it again when we conquer Earth. But on the other hand, we could also do funding, which will not disappear as well. Which would be some additional money, which could be useful. Many options here. We could also do boost. Because boost could get useful later on to have some orbitals, for example, for extra money production as soon as we are back on Earth. What would happen if we were to invest everything into boost here? Let's just do it for like 1 or 2 months to see what happens. Meanwhile, I made a new science station on Mars. It's like has everything you can dream of in regards to science. And also there is an MC station to be done, but I don't have the metals right now because I also invested into new ships here. So all the shipyards, no, not all, but most of the shipyards are building something. There are fleets on their way to the Venus Ops stations. One already got lost, the Venus 1. Venus Ops 1, that's gonna go, I think Venus Ops 6, I think is getting targeted as well. So they are taking out slow but surely. Everything else is looking fine. Nobody is moving towards Mars. In fact, they don't want to. No, not inner belt, Mars. Yeah, nothing in this direction. But here, transferring to Ops 6 exactly, and there's also 2 fleets here in the orbit, and I do think that they will continue fighting me as soon as they can, which is of course annoying. But on Mercury we lost also 1 or 2 bases, I think, by now. But we still have this one, and this one doesn't even mine. Can we just decommission it? Yeah, confirm. I don't want it. Because I don't want to invest the metal into into it right now, but I want to get the MC back. Diogenes base, however, we keep running as long as possible. How much does it put? Yeah, 124 metal. I'm not going to let that pass. And we have here 188, so this one is extremely useful. In the end, so basically all these Mars bases have finished up by now. Almost at least. Some are still a little bit upgrading here, but all are on mining. So that's all settlement mining. So that's great. And we are just progressing forward. Slowly taking up, doing some useful projects, waiting for colony hubs, just waiting it out, waiting out the storm right now, and waiting for Earth to fall. If I would have known that the alien nation takes so long to take Earth out, I probably would have played this campaign differently. I might even have run to Jupiter and such. So if you play this campaign, definitely consider that it takes forever for the alien nation to conquer Earth. And they didn't even fight me yet. I didn't do anything. So it's basically, without my intervention, they still suck, to say it like that, at conquering Earth. Even though by now they have roughly half of Earth conquered. But China is under control of the servants. I'm not sure if they can flip it, and they will flip it. I don't know. But in the end, most of the other small things are either in Exodus or Protectorate or whatever hand. And I'm not going to interfere here. Just wait it out now. Of course, they do have 18 armies here, so that's a lot, but they are all pretty crappy. But assuming they would lose them, they get minus 18 unrest value from that. And that's exactly what I'm hoping for in the later stages of the game. That when we try to reconquer Earth, we can try to take out the army somehow, and then the unrest is going to spike up extremely fast. Also, the cohesion is low. It's 0. It would decrease if there wasn't for investments that they are doing into unity and military, for example. And here I'm going to make a cut, and yeah, hopefully everything works out. In fact, the MC problem is now resolved. We have 191 from Habs. Of course, we still have a lot on Venus. So let's in fact check Venus out. So Venus has here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 21, 23, 34, 34, 37, 48. This one is not even finished yet. Interesting that the battle stations are finished here, but it doesn't have enough energy, so I did a mistake here. So let's do some solar farms. Ooh, wait a second. Can I afford that? Yes. Maybe we can keep this station alive, which is armed to the maximum extent. Let's see. As said here, make a cut. See you next time. Leave a like and subscribe.